And I'm Sean.
Sean, what do you want to do most on this weekend?
Oh, Tara, I want to sleep in until noon. Oh, I need more sleep.
Like Sean, many people are obsessed with the idea that they need more sleep. So they think they have to sleep a lot on the weekends. But it's actually worse for your health to sleep in.
But Tara, I need to catch up on all this lost time and lost sleep so I don't feel so tired.
Do you think it really does make you less tired? I bet your head actually feels heavier and your body aches when you wake up.
Yeah, it does. But is that because I'm sleeping so much? I mean, I just thought it was because my body was still so tired.
If you sleep too much, then you may feel sleepy earlier than normal or experience delayed sleep phase disorder where you have trouble sleeping at night. Also, waking up several times in the middle of the night can lead to chronic diseases.
Right, I see. Well, what would you suggest if I still feel really drowsy?
Adjust your sleeping habits so that you can sleep more on the weekdays and relieve fatigue by taking 30-minute naps. And don't watch TV until late at night or go out drinking just because you have the next day off.
Right, okay, well, don't sleep in on the weekends because a regular sleeping habit
is the shortcut to a healthier lifestyle. It's time for Health for All's first segment, Korean Junior Medicine Guide.
Oh, hey Tara.
What's wrong?
Well, yesterday I had constipation. But today I've got diarrhea.
He has irritable bowel syndrome. I think he needs to be treated with Korean Junior medicine.
According to our ancestors, the three requirements to living a long life are a pleasant sleep, good food, and regular bowel movements. These three things are the basics to a healthy life. But bowel movements can affect a good night's rest and your eating habits. 20% of all people are suffering from irritable bowel syndrome. Some take it lightly because it's called a syndrome and not a disease, but it can decrease the quality of life. What do they think about irritable bowel syndrome in Korean genuine medicine?
우리 한방에서는 설사라든가 그다음에 소화불량, 복통, 변비 그런 증상들이 하나의 증후군으로 묶여서 보는 어떤 그런 질환이 있었습니다. 이제 그게 우리 한방에서는 이제 비장의 문제, 그다음에 콩팥의 문제, 간의 문제 세 가지를 크게 보거든요.
As summer sets in, we start looking for cold food and cold air. But these things are the cause of frequent upset stomachs, diarrhea, and stomach aches. If you suffer continuous symptoms of irregular bowel movements, stomach aches, and abdominal swelling, then you may have irritable bowel syndrome. Mr. Kim turns 56 this year. He went to a hospital after he had an upset stomach a few months ago. Since then, his stomach aches have gotten worse, and the number of bowel movements suddenly increased.
어디가 불편하신가요?
배 밑배가 좀 아파서 왔는데 쌀을 하고
좀 식사 생활 습관은 어때요?
좀 불규칙했죠.
불규칙하시고
He took more care by eating warm foods, hoping the symptoms were temporary. But Mr. Kim experienced no changes. In the end, he was diagnosed with irritable bowel syndrome.
대표적인 증상은 이제 설사, 그다음에 변비, 복통 세 가지를 대표적으로 들 수 있겠습니다. 한꺼번에 오는 경우가 드물고요. 이제 설사를 주로 하는 유형, 그다음에 설사와 변비가 교대로 되는 유형, 그다음에 긴장성 변비라 해서 변비가 있으면서 복통이 같이 따라오는 경우, 그렇게 세 가지 경우를 들 수 있겠습니다.
In Mr. Kim's case, his cold body and weakened digestive functions led to irritable bowel syndrome. Acupuncture was used to release the blockages of blood and energy and stimulate heat. His spleen and stomach were treated with moxibustion to warm his body. These two treatments increased his circulation and strengthened his organs to relieve his symptoms and bring his body back to normal. Usually the cause of irritable bowel syndrome is an irregular eating habit and fatigue. However, these aren't the only problems. 41-year-old Mrs. Park. This housewife doesn't usually eat cold foods, yet she suffers from constant diarrhea and constipation in addition to dizziness. She went to a hospital of Korean genuine medicine and found fatigue and stress to be the main causes of her illness.
정상적인 사람도 스트레스를 받게 되면 소화 기능의 장애를 유발시킬 수 있는데 과민성 대장증후군을 가지고 있는 사람, 즉 정상인에 비해서 장 기능이 약한 분들은 스트레스를 받게 되면 소화 흡수 기능이 현격하게 떨어져서 복통과 설사, 가스 발생 같은 그런 증상들이 더 심하게 유발될 수 있습니다.
According to statistics, office workers in their 20s and 30s are greatly affected by stress from excessive amounts of work. As seen in the statistics, psychological factors are the main cause of irritable bowel syndrome. Severe mental instability and increasing irritable behavior break the rhythm of the organs and cause constant bowel movements, abdominal swelling, and belching. In the case of Mrs. Park, she was treated with stress management consultation and buhong, and prescribed Korean medicine. Buhong removes toxins and waste from the body and increases stimulation of blood and energy, which was blocked by cold in the lower stomach. In addition, a proper eating habit can greatly improve irritable bowel syndrome. One should avoid greasy foods and cold foods that worsen symptoms and excess consumption of fiber. In severe cases of diarrhea, refrain from eating seafood, shellfish, and greasy foods, and alcoholic beverages like beer. Rather, eat chestnuts, potatoes, chicken, ginger tea, and ginseng tea, which coat the insides of your body.
식습관과 생활 습관이 포함될 수 있는데 식습관은 규칙적인 식사를 하는 것이 무엇보다 중요하고 그리고 음식도 자극성이 없는 음식 위주로 꾸준히 식사를 해나가는 게 중요합니다. 그리고 생활 습관은 적절한 운동과 그 밖에 충분한 휴식, 숙면 뭐 이런 것이 상당히 중요하다고 할 수 있습니다.
A healthy lifestyle means having a healthy body. Stress, unhealthy food, and bad lifestyle habits are the main causes of disease. Remember that a proper eating habit and health-regulating treatments of Korean genuine medicine can help you live a healthier, happier life.
Right, so there's 20% of all people out there experience it. That's a lot of people suffering just like me.
That's right. I think the cause of your illness is that you skip some meals and overeat during others.
Yeah, right. You know, sometimes I do tend to eat a lot when I'm feeling stressed out.
Try to eat regularly and decrease your stress level. And you can also feel better if you receive regular treatment with Korean genuine medicine.
You know what? Last night I just couldn't sleep because of all the mosquitoes. One just bit me.
That's strange. I don't have a single bite.
Well, maybe it's because all the mosquitoes must love me.
Maybe you're right.
What? Mosquitoes love me? Man, is it because of my good looks?
There's a reason why mosquitoes like you so much. Do you want to know what it is?
Hot summer heat. There's something that's after your blood like a vampire. A horror that causes sleepless nights. A public enemy that leaves an unbearable itch. What is it? It's the mosquito. And they say mosquitoes prefer to bite certain types of people.
모기는 흡혈하기에 좋은 사람, 그런 사람이 이제 처치라든가 뭐 피부 온도가 좀 높은 사람이라든가 아니면 땀을 많이 흘린 사람이라든가 그런 사람들을 먼저 잘 감지를 하고 달려들기 때문에 그런 사람들이 이제 특히 모기가 좋아하는 사람이죠.
Female mosquitoes are the ones that suck on human and animal blood. They suck on blood to get the nutrients they need for laying eggs. They can suck up to 3 times the size of their bodies. Their saliva is what makes us feel itchy, and they can transfer dangerous infectious diseases such as malaria and encephalitis. Even Alexander the Great collapsed from a mere mosquito bite. Mosquitoes are tiny, but they've got an incredible influence over our bodies. So what types of people are prone to mosquito bites?
제가 O형이라서 그런지 다른 사람들보다 O형을 많이 물더라고요. 그래서 제 생각에는 O형이라고 생각하거든요.
B형이요. 저도 B형인데 되게 목이 많이 물리거든요. 그래가지고
AB형이 A형하고 B형하고 합쳐니까 좀 더러워 보이잖아요.
Do mosquitoes really have a favorite blood type? We brought in 4 people with different blood types for our experiment. The experimenters offer up their bodies for the experiment and enter the mosquito tent. The moment of fear. Here come the mosquitoes. The experimenters simultaneously glare at the mosquitoes. Wait a second. The mosquitoes used in these experiments were grown free of disease and thus are harmless to humans. In addition, the swelling from these mosquito bites gradually disappears within a day. The moment of fate. The mosquitoes were carefully placed into the tent. The experimenters looked upset as soon as they saw the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes are released and the experiment now begins. The mosquitoes start zooming around the tent. Mosquitoes, mosquitoes! However, they have to be patient for the whole 30 minutes. The unbearable itchiness. But I've got to fight it out. Go away! I said go away! Each person bears the attacks of the mosquitoes who have found the perfect feeding ground. The 30 minutes are finally up. The experimenters jump up and out of the tent as if they've been waiting forever. What were the results? We counted the number of mosquito bites on each person according to blood type. And we found that type O blood had the most bites.
예, 뭐 싫어하는 혈액형은 없지만 좀 더 그 모기들이 좀 호감을 가지고 좋아할 수 있는 그런 혈액형은 있는 것 같아요. O형 혈액형을 가진 사람들인 경우에는 그 혈관 질환을 많이 갖습니다. 그렇기 때문에 혈중의 그 지방이라든가 콜레스테롤을 많이 가지고 있는 사람들이 많이 있습니다. 그래서 O형 혈액형인 경우에는 모기가 채취해서 그런 그 혈중 지방을 채취해서 느낄 수 있기 때문에 O형 혈액형을 가진 사람을 좀 더 많이 모기들이 이제 흡혈할 수 있는 확률이 높죠.
We've proved that mosquitoes do have a favorite blood type.
남자요. 좀 더 활동적이다 보니까 땀도 많이 흘리니까 모기가 더 좋아할 것 같은데.
여자가 더 많이 물 것 같고요. 여자가 향수 같은 거 뿌려서 그냥 냄새 때문에 더 자극적이어서 여자한테 더 많이 물 것 같아요.
Is this really true? We tested this hypothesis by sending a man and woman into the mosquito tent. The mosquitoes charge for their skin, ready to bite. The experimenters are being attacked. But as time passes, it seems like they're attacking the man more than the woman. The marks of honor, all for the experiment, are increasing one by one. Finally, 30 minutes is over. We counted the number of bites on the man and woman. The man had 20 bites while the woman had 13. Why do mosquitoes bite men more than women?
남자들은 좀 더 여자들에 비해서 굉장히 활동적이고요. 하기 때문에 여름철에 이제 뭐 땀도 많이 흘리고요. 여자들에 비해서는 많이 활동하기 때문에 피부 온도 같은 것들이 더 여자에 비해서 높습니다. 그리고 또 그런 이제 활동을 많이 하다 보면 또 땀도 많이 흘리게 되고 체온도 많이 높아지고요. 그런 요인들이 여자에 비해서 좀 모기에 물릴 수 있는 그런 요인들을 남자들이 좀 더 많이 가지고 있다고 볼 수 있죠.
We've proved that mosquitoes like men more than women. We received information that clean people get bitten less by mosquitoes, so we had our experimenter exercise for 20 minutes so that his body would be covered with sweat and odor. accurate results, we had our experiment guy clean one arm with cool water, using extra care so as not to ruin the experiment. We first placed the unwashed arm into the mosquito tent. His left arm is hot and sticky with sweat from exercising. Mosquitoes rush for the arm and start sucking up blood. This time, we placed the clean arm that's been washed with cool water into the tent. The result? The sweaty arm was bitten 32 times, and the clean arm was bitten about half as much for a total of 17 bites. Why was the clean arm bitten less?
운동을 하고 나서 이제 씻지 않았을 때는 땀을 많이 흘렸기 때문에 그 땀 성분에는 젖산이나 아미노산 성분들이 많이 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 그런 젖산이나 아미노산 성분이 모기를 유인할 수 있는 굉장히 큰 요인이 됩니다. 그리고 또 씻지 않았기 때문에 아직 체온도 굉장히 피부 온도도 높은 상태고요. 그렇기 때문에 모기들이 주변에 있다가 씻지 않은 팔에 더욱 많이 유인이 돼가지고 흡혈하게 되는 거고요. 그 다음에 씻은 팔의 경우는 땀을 많이 씻어냈고 또 차가운 물로 깨끗이 씻었기 때문에 피부 온도도 좀 많이 떨어진 상태에서 모기의 유인 요인이 많이 감소된 상태이기 때문에 씻지 않은 팔에 비해서 모기가 좀 덜 물리는 그런 효과를 나타내고 있죠.
Washing took away the attraction factors and resulted in less bites. The facts have been verified. Through the experiments, we found that mosquitoes are sensitive to odors and carbon dioxide, so they prefer people with type O blood, active men, and body odor from uncleanliness. The trick to avoiding mosquito bites is to keep your body clean.
Now that I think about it, I do get bitten more on the days that I don't shower after I've worked out. It all makes sense.
Not keeping yourself clean is an open invitation for mosquitoes to bite you. Remember that cleanliness is the most basic step to chasing off mosquitoes, and it's also a good habit.
Ta-da! Now I've secretly found out today's theme for Golden Table, and I've done all sorts of preparation.
But why the shovel?
You know why. Today's theme is kimchi, isn't it?
Wow, you did your research. But why did you bring a shovel?
Oh, Tara, you must think I know absolutely nothing about Korean culture. But I do know that kimchi is one of the main staples of Korea, and kimchi is stored in a pot and buried underground.
They did that in the olden days to store it in a constant temperature. But nowadays, there's not enough land to do that. So we store it in a kimchi refrigerator.
Wow, you've got a separate refrigerator just for kimchi?
Yes, I guess you could call it the most Koreanized electronic device. It stores kimchi in a constant temperature, just as if it was stored underground, and helps ferment kimchi for the perfect flavor.
I tell you what, I want one of these kimchi refrigerators.
What are you going to do with the kimchi refrigerator? You got to have kimchi.
Exactly. Let's go and eat some. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
It's a common sight to see Koreans making enough kimchi for the whole year. And it's no exaggeration to call kimchi an indispensable part of Korean meals for every season. Kimchi has a crunchy taste and astounding flavor and nutrients. It has turned from a Korean side dish to an international health food. Let's now dive into the world of kimchi.
The smell of fermented kimchi. Now, I've noticed that Korean meals always include a side dish of kimchi. Even some of my friends love this. I mean, Korean kimchi is pretty popular.
Of course it is. When people think of kimchi, they think of Korea. And when they think of Korea, they think of kimchi. It's a traditional side dish that Koreans have been eating for hundreds of years. Vegetables such as cabbage, radish, and cucumbers are salted and then mixed with seasonings such as red peppers, garlic, and green onions, and pickled seafood. Then it's fermented in low temperatures to make kimchi.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, it's enough talk. Let's try some.
Good.
Okay, there's a piece right here. Mmm. Oh, that's good. It's kind of like crispy with a really nice salty flavor. But it is spicy. Whoa. Okay, water please. Ooh. Oh. Now Tara, why is kimchi so red and spicy?
It's because of this.
Oh.
Kimchi contains sun-dried red peppers, which make it perfect for creating a nice red color and spicy flavor.
Well, it sure looks spicy to me, but is there any reason why we have to put red peppers in kimchi?
Red peppers contain capsaicin, which has an antibacterial effect, lots of vitamin C, and substances that helps digestion. Kimchi is one of the best foods that combines tradition and science, and is a very important dish.
Right, well, I guess there's no such thing as kimchi that's not spicy for people like me, right?
No, you don't have to worry about that. There are numerous types of kimchi that differ according to geographical regions, seasons, and ingredients. So, you can eat kimchi that's not spicy, like white cabbage kimchi or reddish water kimchi.
Okay, well, it all looks great, but you know, even though this is very spicy, I just want to eat more of it. You know, I think there is something very special about Korean kimchi.
Yeah.
Kimchi boasts of several nutrients consisting of fiber-rich vegetables, soups full of amino acids, and protein-packed pickled seafood. Also, vitamin-rich seasonings like red pepper, garlic, and ginger are mixed in to create the commonly known fermented dish as kimchi. Well-fermented kimchi contains lactic acid bacteria, which prevents cancer and adulthood diseases, and is very effective in stimulating metabolism. Well-fermented kimchi contains 4 times the amount of lactic acid bacteria contained in yogurt and is one of the best nutrients in kimchi. It stimulates the secretion of digestion enzymes to aid in digestion and clean out the large intestine, and has an antibacterial effect against harmful bacteria for a healthier body. Vitamin B and C are synthesized during the fermentation process, thus replenishing our bodies with the vitamins our body needs. In addition, it has amazing cancer-fighting properties. Kimchi is a fermented dish. So when does kimchi taste best? The amount of lactic acid bacteria is low when kimchi is first made, but it gradually increases when stored under the ideal temperatures of 2 to 7 degrees Celsius for 2 to 3 weeks. Kimchi tastes best and is most nutritious when it has the right amount of lactic acid bacteria. Kimchi is low in calories and rich in vitamins and minerals and can be considered one of the best foods in the world. Start living a healthier life by increasing your appetite and eating healthy with kimchi.
Wow, I had no idea kimchi was so nutritious. You know, I can really see now why people rave on about it so much.
Kimchi is good for low-calorie diets and helps prevent adulthood diseases. And it can also prevent different types of cancer, like stomach cancer, colon cancer, and lung cancer.
Wow, really? That's unbelievable. I mean, I always thought of kimchi as just a simple side dish, but it really does have great benefits. Now, your Korean ancestors must have been very wise people. I mean, how did they come up with this?
Korea's got a 5,000-year-old history, bits of wisdom were gathered through the ages, so it's all reliable. Even a lot of traditional dishes and traditional objects as well were found to have surprising benefits when analyzed by modern scientists.
Actually, I remember reading an article one time about the positive effects that kimchi had against the avian influenza.
That's right. Also, 2 years ago, during the SARS crisis in Asia, a lot of people protected themselves against the virus with kimchi, and it became popular worldwide.
Well, I think Korean people are very lucky. They can keep themselves healthy just by eating their delicious kimchi.
Today, I'll let you eat as many different types of kimchi as you want.
All right, well, I cannot wait to see all the different types of kimchi.
Kimchi's fresh and sour taste is great in itself, but frying it or boiling it with other ingredients makes it taste great too by giving it new flavors. Why don't we take a look at the different transformations of kimchi? Kimchi sliced into bite-sized pieces. Flying fish eggs and vegetables are mixed together for a deep, rich flavor. Thick soup with perfectly fermented kimchi of kimchi noodle soup is a summer delicacy. The sweet and sour soup will fight off the heat instantly. Kimchi Sandwich is made by mixing kimchi and different vegetables and mayonnaise. This is popular amongst kids and foreigners who don't like eating spicy food. Kimchi kimbap makes a great meal. Kimchi is spread out and seaweed, rice, and vegetables are placed onto the kimchi and rolled up to create this fresh-tasting, crunchy kimchi roll.
Wow, there's so many types of kimchi. Is this all kimchi?
Hey, wait a second. You can't eat it for free. I'll let you eat it if you answer this question correctly. There's red kimchi, white kimchi, and water kimchi. Out of this, which one is good for people with a lot of heat in their bodies, and which one is good for people with cold bodies?
Well, this kimchi is red, so it would be good for people with cold bodies. Kimchi that doesn't contain peppers looks refreshing, so it would be good for people with a lot of heat in their bodies. So, am I right?
Wow, talk about a lucky guess, but you're right. Cabbage has cold properties, but when combined with seasonings such as red peppers, garlic, and ginger, it increases heat, so it's good for people with cold bodies. White kimchi doesn't contain seasoning that brings down the heat. And reddish water kimchi has cold soups, so it's good for people with a lot of heat in their bodies.
Wow, so it's even healthier if you eat the kimchi that's right for you. Now, I got that question correct.
Yes.
Can I eat now?
Go ahead.
Right.
Not even the most powerful man can resist food. Sean and Tara instantly melt at the sight of kimchi. They've fallen in love with each sour but cool bite. They're so busy eating they don't even realize that they're full.
Come back next week for more delicious food.
Right, well, I can't wait until next week, so everybody have a healthy week, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.